Hello, today I'm going to talk about why I filled my house with so much stuff, and why I like being a maximalist, not a minimalist, why I find it so hard to declutter, and why I think it's okay and I would not have done it if it wasn't for moving. Hello, my name is Zoe, and on my channel I like to talk about my retiring early, selling my house and decluttering to move overseas to travel full time, and also share my travel stories. So I am, I guess, what you call a maximalist. I am not a minimalist by any standards. I filled my house with stuff. I'm going to show you some clips here of what my house looked like. I had photos, pictures, ornaments, memorabilia, funky furniture everywhere. Now I know you won't all like my style, and that's fine. I've had people come to my house and some people love it and some people hate it. I've had somebody say, oh, your house is an assault on the senses. Well, quite frankly, don't visit then. It's so easy for people to judge how you want to present your home and how you choose to live. And there's a very big thing about having too much clutter being bad for your mental health and how you'd be much more relaxed if you were a minimalist. But I don't agree. If I go back a bit, you can see how I got to be this person that likes to collect things. I don't have anything from my childhood. I have a couple of photos that I've managed to sort of scrounge off of relatives over the years, but I don't have anything from my childhood. And to be honest, I don't have very good memories from my childhood. So the odd photos I have just remind me of the odd good time. And when I left home and when I got married, we didn't have much money. We couldn't afford to buy things outright. Well, we started off with some really old washing machine, one of those old ones that just span it, soaked it and span it, that someone gave us. We had someone gave us a pram when we had the babies. That life was tough. We couldn't afford to buy ourselves extra things. But the one thing I've always done since I left home is taken pictures of my family, especially my sons and me and my husband, and when we went on holiday and things. And I just fill the house with photos. I absolutely love looking at photos and remembering good times. I think photos was where I started. Photos are cheap. And as I got to have more money as I got older and I was working myself and this, I did splurge out. Now, one thing I've never done is I've never brought anything designer. I've always, and I think this comes from a background of not having money, is I don't like to be wasteful. I'm the person that goes and looks for the sale items and buys things on discount. Always have been. And even if I can afford the designer handbag, I'm not going to buy it. It's just for me very, very wasteful. So nothing I own is very expensive. But it's things that I like. And over the years, I've brought things, and I like to buy. I love buying things when I go on holiday. I love buying something to remind me of that area. So like when I went to Mexico, I brought the Mexican hat. In China, I brought Chinese lanterns. I've always brought something back from my travels. And I've always displayed it somewhere because it reminds me of a happy time. So over the years, I've collected a lot of stuff and I don't throw anything away. So earlier this year, I put my house on the market and I'm planning to retire early and travel full time. And because I'm not going to buy a house here in the UK to move into, I have to sell everything that I own. Now, when it came to having to move and declutter the house, I didn't find it that hard to declutter clothes. I won't throw them away because it's just wasteful. If it's a perfectly good dress, I'm not going to put it in the bin. So I've given a lot away to friends and family, and I've sold some on Vinted. I know they're going to get another life. And that's just part of my sort of, I guess, my makeup is that I'm just that way inclined. I just don't throw things away. I can't. But for my possessions or my photos, my ornaments, my memories, no, I couldn't throw them away. They're not on display anymore. They're all packed in boxes, but I couldn't throw them away. One day I'll want those back. I worked hard for them. Now, they don't cost very much. Like I say, I buy things in bargains. A lot of my things were £1 or £2 off a market stall abroad. But they mean something to me, and they're special and valuable to me because they conjure up a happy memory. I think it's very important in life that you find the things that make you happy. And for me, because I don't have happy memories of my childhood, but I have happy memories since, I like to display those memories, and it makes me feel comfortable and smile when I walk around my house and I look at them and I see the photos of my sons doing something when they were 2, 6, 8, 8.5, 9. I mean, I have so many pictures of my sons around. When I look at something that I brought in Egypt, it will remind me of being there and how much I enjoyed it. It makes me smile. And I think if you have things around you that make you smile and make you happy and make you feel comfortable, you shouldn't listen when other people judge you or say your house is an assault on the senses. Just don't invite them again. There's a lot to be, there's a lot being said about decluttering to help your mental health. If you're walking around your house and you're looking at this stuff and it's stressing you out because you're worried about cleaning it, or you're sick of seeing it, or it's not making you smile, then yes, get rid of it. Or put it in a box and move it away if you're not ready to throw it out yet. But don't tell me you should be decluttering if you're still smiling and you're still happy looking at it. No. I think it can be good for your mental health if it makes you happy, despite what anybody else says. Yeah. As for cleaning it, I actually didn't worry about the dust underneath it because there was no dust underneath it. My shelves were full. There was just dust on the top of the ornaments. But every month I would take everything off the cupboards, give them all a clean the cupboard, and rearrange them. And I actually enjoyed doing it because, every time I picked them up, it was a happy time I was looking at. Now that I've put everything away to sell my house and to leave, it doesn't feel like my home anymore, and I don't have anything to look at. So I actually don't like it. No, I don't. One day, when I settle down somewhere, I'll unpack it all again and I'll be happy again just to look at all my photos and all my £2 trinkets. So there's my thoughts on why I think being a maximalist can be good for your mental health as well. It's not for everyone. Some people like being minimalist and having it all very clean and just a few things on show. I'm just not like that. Just not. Anyway, I'm interested to hear your thoughts. I'm sure most of you think it looks better without my stuff around, but I don't care. Stop judging. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for watching. Bye.